Unit 3 review. Number 1 through 4, you're just identifying what types of angles are over here. So angle 2 and what are corresponding angles. So here's 2, so angle 8. For number 2, 4 and what else are alternate interior angles. So that would have to be 5. 3, we have 1 and what are alternate exterior angles. So that would be 1 and 6. And 3 and what are same side interior angles. So 3 and 5. Please make sure you put angle in front of each one. Okay, for 5 through 8, you're just identifying what type of angles do you have, and then how would you solve it, and you need to solve it. So if I look at these two here, these would be alternate exterior angles, and those are equal to each other. So I'm going to take 14x plus 84. And set that equal to 140. Okay, so if I subtract 84 from both sides, we get 56. And if I divide by 14, we get 4. And it just asked us to solve for x. It didn't ask us to solve for the angles. So I'm just going to put x as 4. For number 6, if I look at this angle relationship, these would be alternate interior angles, which are also equal to each other. So if this is 73, then that is 73 degrees. For number 7, these angles are corresponding. And those are also equal to each other. So 4x equals 112. If I divide by 4, we get 28. And for number 8, these angles right here are also corresponding. Which we know are equal to each other. So I'm going to set up the equation 12x plus 62 equals 134. If I subtract 62 from both sides, we get 12x equals 72, where x is 6. Okay, so it looks like 9 through 11 are pretty similar. So we look at these don't have any kind of angle relationship as far as alternate exterior, alternate interior, or corresponding. So if I look to see here, I've got an acute angle and an obtuse angle, and these two angles would sum to 180. So I could take 180 minus 164 and get 16. And since we're talking about the actual angle measurement, we could use degrees. For number 10, we are given that line W is perpendicular to line Y, and which means it's 90 degrees. So 47 plus 90, or sorry, plus x should equal 90. Otherwise, you could say 90 minus 47, and that is 43 degrees. And then number 11, these are both on the exterior, and they're really not one of the angle relationships we discussed. But if you look, this is obtuse, this is acute. These have to add to 180 degrees. So we could set up our equation. Combine our like terms. And we get x is 18. And all it does is ask for x, so I'm just going to put x as 18. Okay. For number 12, we're going to skip this one for right now. And moving on to 13. For this one, you're just filling in all the angle measurements. So if I look to see what is also 154 degrees, we know that this one and this one are the same because of vertical angles. 1 and 5 are the same because of corresponding angles. 5 and 2 are the same because of vertical angles. And that 154 and 2 are also the same because of corresponding. So we know that 1, 2, and 5 are all 154 degrees. Then we take 180 minus 154 to get the remaining angle measure, which is 26. So like this one here is 26, and then vertical angles would say that 7 is 26. Corresponding would be that 7 and 4 are 26, and vertical 4 and 6 are 26. So we could fill in 26 degrees for the other angles. Okay. And then lastly there, for this section of the video, number 14, if you ignore this line here, it just looks like two parallel lines cut by a transversal. So these are same side interior, which add to 180. So I set up my equation. 4x plus 96 equals 180. And that means that x would be 21 degrees.